probably western Pennsylvania. Today's our little travel day, riding around seeing what's new and exciting in western PA. I'm in the little town of Volant, and they're having a Harry Potter festival. Just happened upon it. It's like most things I do. Well, we're out on the old Volusia. Got my iced coffee. And we're gonna go check out the town. See what it's all about. A cute little parking area got us back into these trees and behind all the buildings. Let's go see what's going on. Check this out. All sorts of Harry Potter related stuff. It's actually kind of awesome. Who would have thought? Got wicked little witches and the witches in. You had that honeydew. Jeez, this is crazy. Wow.
These bags are for the...
Just a list of things the little town's got going on.
They're sitting...
This is when I get this little welcome sign here. Welcome to Volant PA. Apparently Harry Potter's a big thing around here. But it's all pretty cool. And I'm getting kind of warm. Oh boy. The sign says it all. Cool. Alright, the bar car, the distillery caboose. This is freaking awesome. I find it cool when the town does this kind of thing. With everything numbered so you can find it easy. What a way to bring up a little town. Like most of the creeks and waterways in PA after all the heavy rains, they're still quite swollen. What a cute setup. Well, there's the old Volusia. We're getting ready to get back on the road. So far today we've been to Sharon and Volant and oh god, I can't think of the other town. But give me a minute, I'll think of it. Oh yes, and Hermitage. That was the other town or city I went to today so far. And we're gonna be heading our way back. But it is a solo trip, and I don't have my wonderful videographer, Gypsy, to do the traveling pictures, since we're a low budget operation. We don't have a GoPro, so that's coming one of these days. I pulled off this little rest stop, nice little shady spot off of I-80, and yes, I'm parked next to the dumpster because sometimes I just like to be away from people. I thought I'd give you some thoughts from today. and what goes through my mind sometimes when I'm riding. When I'm riding sometimes, I think about things that I see on YouTube and other venues. And I hear people talk about, well, if you want to do some traveling, you got to get yourself a big touring bike. Yeah, they're nice. They work. They do it very well. But there's also other alternatives. Like my little Volusia. Well, not really little. You know, bikes like this and the Suzuki C50, the C50T, the Kawasaki Vulcan, bikes like that. A lot of people consider them day touring bikes or short haul bikes or bar hoppers or whatever kind of name you want to give them. But really, well, you know, they do very well on long hauls. I mean, come on. I mean, this thing is what, 50 cubic inch, but it hauls my 300 plus pound butt, plus Gypsy's. Well, yeah. You never discuss a woman's age or weight unless you like to be alone a lot. But it hauls us quite well up over these mountains, and you know, it's perfectly suited on the highway. It goes fast enough to get you into trouble and fast enough to get you out of it. You gonna win any races with a 50 cubic inch bike? Nah. But these gray hairs, just, I'm not interested in going really, really fast. I'm not a cubic inch whore. You know, some guys like, oh, I gotta have 120 cubic inch. Okay, that's how you feel, you know, knock yourself out. I just look at it this way. I paid $2,000 for this bike, and it does everything I want it to do. You don't need to spend $30,000. If you haven't got it, don't sit back and say, well, I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere. All I can buy is these old bikes. Well, most of them don't have any miles on them. This thing had 14,000 miles on it. I got over 30,000 on it in a very short time. You know, I like to ride. I ride as much as I can. I ride to work. I would rather ride the motorcycle than take a car. Just the way I am, the way I've always been. You know, I used to like cars and drag race and stuff like that. And I used to drag race bikes too. And I preferred them over a car. That's just me. To each his own. But you don't have to spend huge amounts of money to get in the wind, go places, see things. I mean, today's little day trip is maybe 160-mile round trip. You know, just a nice little morning ride, and then come back in the afternoon, get home around dinner time, wake up Gypsy. Poor girl's got to work nights. And, you know, get you home in time for dinner. The bike excels for that. And there's a lot to see wherever you live. Doesn't matter unless you live in the middle of the desert, and well, there's a lot to see there too, if you like deserts. Me, I like mountains. I like trees. Can't say I don't like the desert. Never been there yet. Maybe someday. Maybe never. Who knows? I've owned Harleys and Triumphs and Suzukis, Kawasaki's. Can't say I owned a Yamaha. had a BSA, had a lot of different bikes over the years. I've taken long trips on Sportsters and, you know, go to Daytona from New York back in the 80s when I was a lot younger. And did the same kind of trip on a 74 Triumph Trident. There was a lot of breakdowns on that trip, but that's a Triumph. And also, again, I was a lot younger. But these bikes here, they just run. They're damn near bulletproof. You maintain it, and it'll just keep going and going. And it won't cost you a second mortgage. Boy, I can't hold my camera steady, can I? Yeah, they won't cost you a second mortgage. But you can do everything you want to do. You want to do a 1,000-mile weekend? Do a 1,000-mile weekend. They're perfectly good for it. Well, that's just some of my thoughts from today. I'll see you guys later.